Hello students, today I'll be covering NPSC question 2015 prelims. Aji moi question number 1 ba 100 tak solve karo and 101 ba 200 the next video they solve karo. So let's get the video started. So the first question is the filament in an electric bulb is made of. So the answer is tungsten. So we know that in an electric bulb the 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 material inside the bulb, especially in a fluorescent in a fluorescent lamp, the curly metal wire is known as tungsten. Because why tungsten is used? Because tungsten is able to withstand high temperature as compared to the given metals. So question number 2 is current affairs. Question number 3, auxins are responsible for cell elongation. So auxins is a plant hormone like our growth hormone in human beings. In plants it is called auxins and it is responsible for cell elongation and the promote and those to promote cell division is called kirin. So next, who is known as the missile man of India is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. That is, APJ Abdul Kalam was responsible for the development of many missiles such as Prithvi, Akash, etc. Next, Film and Television Institute of India was located at Pune. So Pune is also uh, is the headquarters for Film and Television Institute of India, and also a new FTI is established in Arunachal Pradesh. Next, question number 6, which one of the following is an artificial ecosystem? So an artificial ecosystem is known as a man-made ecosystem. So the answer is crop field. So next, NREGA came into force on 2nd of February 2006. So what is NREGA? NREGA is National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. So the act was passed in 2005, but it came into force only in 2006 on 2nd of February 2006, and it was renamed as Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act on 2009. So these are the important data for this. Next, which of the following is not a natural resource? A natural resource is electricity. So electricity is man-made, so it is also it is not a natural resource. Next, Dada Saheb Phalke Award. So for 2021, it is Mr. Rajnikant. So Rajnikant is the winner of the latest Dada Saheb Phalke Award for this year. Next, which of the following places is famous for rock art? So Bhimbetka is famous for rock art. So Bhimbetka is a very old, it is a very famous place, and it is located in Madhya Pradesh, and it is famous for rock art and contains ancient rock paintings of early man age. But next, question number 11 is current affairs. Question number 2, a dockyard of Harappan civilization is located at Lothal. So Lothal is the place where dockyard is situated, and this Lothal is located in Gujarat. So if we look at the location of Lothal, it is located at near the Arabian Sea. So it is a very important dockyard in the Harappan civilization. Who among the following rulers collected jizya from the Brahmins? So what is jizya? Jizya is actually a communal tax on non-Muslims such as Brahmins, etc., and it was reimposed by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Next, Gagan, India's first indigenous navigation system, was jointly developed by ISRO and Airport Authority of India, and it is also known as geo-aided GPS aided geo-augmented navigation, and it is used to provide navigation in India, Southeast Asia, and African countries. So these are some of the additional data. The campaign Give It Up is for no do LPG subsidy. Next, the arc the arc priest of ideology of congressism was Ram Manohar Lohia. So Ram Manohar Lohia was a socialist, and he propagated the ideology of non-congressism. Next, major portion of Indians iron ore deposit belong to hematite. So hematite is one of the ores of iron which contains about 80% of iron. Next, match the following and choose the correct answer from the code given. So coal is found in Mon district. Limestone is found in Fek district. We know this because the Wazio cement factory is located near Fek, and the nickel ferrous chromite magnetite is located in Tuinsang. So the correct option is A. That is, coal is found in Mon, limestone is found in Fek, and nickel magnetite is found in Tuinsang. Next, the Swadeshi movement was launched and the famous boycott resolution was on 7th of August 1905. So do notice the Swadeshi movement was launched because the British government partitioned the Bengal into two into on October 16, 1905. So prior to this, the Indians launched the Swadeshi movement to protest against the partition of Bengal. Next, which of the following is an electronic presentation tool in MS Word? So in MS Office, the presentation is PowerPoint. Next, an aqueous solution of sodium sulfate is added to aqueous barium chloride solution. A white precipitate is formed. This reaction is called, it is a white precipitate is formed, and it is double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction is a reaction when two elements react with each other, they displace each other element. That is, if in the example, sodium sulfate NaSO4 and aqueous barium chloride, that is BaCl2. So in this, the sodium will react with chlorine to form salt, and barium will react with sulfate. So the two elements are reacting with each other and displacing each other. So a white precipitate is formed, and this is called double displacement reaction. Next, in 2008, Naga singer Naro won the Naga Idol. So next, in the Rajana Kotari Indian model of development, the critical and creative role will be played by the politics. So next, who of the following was the Mughal emperor and Mir Qasim of Bengal fought and lost Boxer in 1764? So the Battle of Boxer was formed in 1764 on 22nd of October 1764, and it was fought between the British and three rulers, that is Sujadullah, Mir Qasim, and um, Shah Alam II of Dil. So the Mir Qasim was the ruler of Awadh. Next, bauxite is an ore of aluminium. The Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana is expected to cover all rural habitation with a population of road network in hills and tribal areas. So the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana was launched during the Prime Ministership of Atal Bihari Vajpayee in 2000, and its main objective was to promote rural connectivity with roads to villages and roads, and it provided about 500 rural habitation to build roads. Next, what is the main component of biogas? Biogas mainly contains methane. So methane is CH4. So according to the 66th round of NSS, that is National Sample Survey, the poverty line was defined for rural area is 672.80 rupees. Next, arrange the following uh, layers of atmosphere from vertically from the surface of the earth. So we know that if this is the surface of the earth, the first layer is troposphere, the stratosphere, mesosphere, ionosphere, and exosphere. So if we go up the surface of the earth, then the first is troposphere, so it will come D, stratosphere A, um, mesosphere, and next is C, and thermosphere or ionosphere. So ionosphere is also known as thermosphere. So the option is B. Next, a woman regiment of the National Army, Indian National Army, was formed by boss, and it was named Rani of Jhansi. So it was formed in 1942 after the uh, Quit India movement. Auling Mongyo is a significant festival of which of the following tribes? So Auling Mongyo is Konyak, for Angami is the Sekreni, for Chang it is Nagnulam, and for Au it is um, Changamong. So number 32, which one of the following is a constitutional body? So Interstate Council is a constitutional body which was established under Article 263 by the Sarkare Commission in 1990, and others are all non-constitutional bodies or extra constitutional bodies. Next, the Vice President of India can be removed by the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. The Vice President can be removed by a simple majority under Article 267 both by the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. Which among the following tops the production in wind? So wind energy tops uh, is topped by Tamil Nadu, but Maharashtra has the largest number of farms. The share of non-farm employment in rural workforces in 2019 was 32.31%. And next, the self-respect movement in Tamil Nadu was started by Ramaswamy R.S. Nayakar or Ramaswamy Nayakar, and his nickname was Periyar. And the self-respect movement was formed in 1925. Next, which of the following is a waterborne disease? So all are mosquito based. Malaria is mosquito based. HIV is transmitted through um, blood and drugs use and sexual transmission. Diphtheria is a bacterial disease, and cholera is passed through water. Next, where is the Nagaland police headquarters located? It is located in in Kohima. Sorry. Which festival was celebrated in Dimapur at the beginning of September 2015? So September is Mongmong. It is a festival of Sangdams, and it is celebrated for 6 days. Zokom is the festival of Kimon. The Yamshi is Puchuri. Which of the following rulers introduced the revenue system? Dasala. So Dasala was started by Akbar, and it was started by his finance minister Todarmal, which is a 10-year settlement. Which one of the following diseases is not caused by virus? So measles is a virus. Hepatitis is also caused by virus. Mumps is also caused by mumps virus, and TB is caused by bacteria. So it is tuberculosis. Next, Piedmont areas of Himalayas is covered by. So Piedmont area is usually located in the Tarai region. That is the at the base of the mountain is called the Terai, and it thus the answer is Terai. Next, with question number 47, in which district is Sainik School? So Sainik School is located in Peren in Bonglua. So it is none of this. The Indian model of constitution is evolutionary and revolutionary. So we know that the Indian constitution is a living book. So what do you mean by living book? It means that the legislators can make correction on the book, can add can make new edition, can remove the edition, and it is like a living entity. So with respect to this, the Indian constitution is also known as revolutionary and evolutionary. Next, which of the following dams is located near Wokha? It is Doyang River, and it produces about 75 megawatt of energy. Next, so these are all current affairs and numericals. I'll be completing in the next later classes. Under the smart city mission of the Union government, the number of cities selected is one, that is Kohima Smart City Project, which was launched in 2015. And the metal used for storage battery is lead. Lead is used as for storage battery. Who discovered X-ray? So X-ray was discovered by William Röntgen in 1895, and he was the first winner of the Nobel Prize for his discovery of X-rays. Next, with with NSNIM, central government has signed a historic peace agreement with on 3rd of August 2015 that promises a return of normalcy in the Nagaland. So NSNIM stands for Nagaland Nationalist Socialist Council of Nagaland, and it splitted in 1988 into two factions, that is NSNIM and K. Next, but Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has launched an Atal Pension Yojana for unorganized sector, which is the longest dam in the world. So the longest dam in the world is Hirakud Dam, and it is 4.8 kilometers in length, and it is located on the river Mahanadi in Orissa. So the longest dam is Hirakud Dam. In the beginning of 2011, all travel restrictions were lifted on Nagaland and Manipur, so as to promote tourism In Nagaland, the travel restrictions were lifted up. Next, how much hydroelectricity generation is capacity is installed in the state of Nagaland? So the installed capacity is 100. Is the installed capacity is none of this according to the options. It is actually 29 megawatt, and the demand is 150 to 160 megawatt. The title Vichichrita, which Vichit Vichitra Chita was used by Mahendra Varman. So Mahendra Varman was called the title Vichichrita Chita, which means curious minded. Curious minded. So the title was given to Mahendra Varman. What is the predominant type of agriculture? Subsistence agriculture. Subsistence agriculture is that type of agriculture that is in which crops are grown for self-consumption, and it is also known as Oriental agriculture. Next, question number 64. The British conquest of India led to the deindustrialization of the country because the British developed industry in our own country by taking raw materials from India. So, which of the following is a richest source of protein? So, protein's richest source is soybean. Next, who is the first vice chairman of the Niti Aayog? So, Niti Aayog's first chairman is Arvind Panagaria, and now it is Rajiv Kumar. And CEO is Amitabh Kant. In which year Chauri Chaura incident took place? In 1922, 5th of February 1922, following the non-cooperation movement, and it happened on in a small town in Chauri Chaura in Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh. INS Sardar Palit is a navy base. The who is the chief secretary of Nagaland state? So now is J Alam is the chief secretary of Nagaland. Next, according to the call of Mahatma Gandhi, who of the following rebelled against the British rule? So Rani Kaitundli was the one who rebelled against the British rule during the civil disobedience movement. Next, 72. Rahmat Ali, who in 1983 talked about Pakistan, was a university student of Cambridge. So he was a student of Cambridge, and he was the first person who talked about Pakistan. Although it was later Muhammad Ali Jinnah who succeeded in carving out Pakistan from India. Next, the concept of multi-member commission was introduced in the election commission in the year 1989. So, the election commission was established in 1950. However, in the original constitution, it provided for only one type of election commission. However, when the 61st constitutional amendment was provided, which increased the people to vote from 21 years to 18 years, it required the number of election commission to be increased. So in the year 1989, the members was increased from 1 to 3, that is for one chief election commissioner and two other election commissioner. But however, the later government the next government changed it, and after 1993 it was again reverted back to 3 members. So the original member consisted of only one member, but now it consisted of 3 members, that is one chief election commissioner and two one chief election commissioner and two election commissioner. So this is the history of this. Which country has won the FIFA World Cup 2015? So the latest one in 2018, it is won by France. Next, minimum needs program was launched in the fifth plan, and the fifth plan was launched in 1975 during the prime ministry of Mrs. Indira Gandhi, and the 20-point program and minimum needs support was also introduced to eradicate poverty in India. Next, Sharavati Hydro project is located in Karnataka. So the latest governor is R.N. Ravi. Next is, and these are all current affairs. Mushroom is actually fungus, so mushroom is a fungus. Next, which one of the following does not originate in India? Sutlej. So Sutlej originate in Tibet. The rest originate in India. However, Sutlej is the only river that does not originate in India. Next, the strategy of long-term plan development in India was proposed by P.C. Mahalanobis, and P.C. Mahalanobis model was adopted in the second five-year plan, in which industry dominated the economy, the planning process. Next, the text Madhura Vijayan was written by Ganga Devi, and Madhura Vijayan means the conquest of Madurai, and it was written by Ganga Devi. Question number 85. Who played the role of boxer? So it is Priyanka Chopra. Next, electric current is measured by amps. So we know that if we go to shop, we ask for 3 ampere switchboard or 2 ampere switchboard. So current is measured in ampere, whereas joules is for energy, watts is for power, and ohm is for resistance. Next, bulk straight. So what is bulk straight? So if this is the map of India and if this is Sri Lanka, a small gap is provided for between Sri Lanka and India. So this is called a strait, and the name of the strait is called bulk strait. So it is between India and Sri Lanka. Next, uh, Allahabad pillar inscription was a eulogy. So eulogy, Allahabad pillar inscription eulogy, and it was written by Samudra Gupta. However, the writer was Harisena. He is court poet. Next, the state of Nagaland was formally formed in the year 1963 on December 1. Identify the Indian state with the lowest sex ratio. It is Haryana with 879, and the highest is Kerala with 1084 sex ratio. Next, fluorine, chlorine, and bromine are belong to group 17. They have same valence electron. So what is meant by valence electron? Valence electron is the electron that is located on the outermost shell. So if an element has same number of electrons in the outermost shell, it is called valence electron, and the elements of chlorine, bromine, and fluorine belong to the same group, that is valence electron. So next question number 95. Take care of poverty, and this will take care of GNB. So it was given by Mahbub ul Haq, who was the founder of the who was the inventor of the uh, in HDI, that is Human Development Index, along with Amartya Sen. Next, a writ is issued in general against a state. So a writ can be issued against a state. How many times the jana occurs in Rig Veda? 275 times is jana is pronounced in Rig Veda. And the first woman graduate of Calcutta was Kadambini Ganguly, and she attended the 1890 Calcutta session. So question number 99. In which year Akbar abolished jizya? So Akbar abolished jizya in 1564, and in the same year he also prohibited the beef consumption, and in 1563 he abolished pilgrim tax. So with this we come to the end of the first session. On the next session I'll be completing from 101 to 200. So I hope you will all like the video. Please like and subscribe this channel. Thank you.